I was muted. Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighbourhood Shakespeare, and it is time to write sonnets with me. This is a collaborative writing process where we form our writer's room here in the Globe Theatre. Look, I have a background. Like, look at this. This is fun. I know, this is the first time. StreamYard, you're getting better at this, baby. Yeah. But you can also support the show by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare, buy me a cup of coffee, or go become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. And if you're watching the show on Twitch, great thanks to Nat21 Adventures for hosting us on their Twitch stream. But also, please go like and subscribe to my other places as well. Facebook.com/ShakespeareApproves, YouTube.com/ShakespeareApproves, and also, even though you can't watch the show there, Instagram, Shakespeare.approves. I'm on Instagram all the time. Twitter, at ShakesApproves, even TikTok, Shakespeare.approves. But let's get down to it, shall we? I think we should. Let's start creating some beauty today. So very glad to have all of you here with us. Susan Hill's watching on Facebook. Huzzah and good morning to you. Sally over on Twitch. Happy sunny day to you as well. Dracula's stepdaughter. Hello, new viewer over on Twitch. Good morrow to you. So David Percival on Twitch and David Schwartz at the moment on Facebook. Good morrow to you all. And you can throw salutations, questions, comments, notes for the general good, and also the suggestions into the comments right over there. But good morrow, Screaming Dragon. Thanks for joining us this morrow. And let's get down to it, for we have much to do and very little time in which to accomplish it. So we are writing a sonnet. So what does that mean? Well, a sonnet is, if it comes up, there we go. A sonnet is a 14-line poem. Now, there are 3 4-line stanzas. And they go in the rhyming pattern of line A rhyming with line C and line B with line D. Basically, the first with the third and the second with the fourth. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. You close it all off with a rhyming couplet, which means both lines rhyme with each other, and it is written in iambic pentameter. That means, dear friends, there are 10 syllables per line. You can go to hendacasyllabic if the need arises. That means there are 11 syllables, and we will see how things progress. But hopefully all of that is as clear as mud, and let's get down to it. Now, let's bring up our document here. Goodness, hit that button. Go there. You'd think I would be so much faster and smoother than this after more than a year of doing this. But, well, here we are. Boom! There's our document. Oh, hello. All right. And do I want to do it like that today? Maybe. I don't know. Yep. Do I want to be here? Do I want to be there but smaller? Here but bigger? There but smaller? Yeah, let's go here. All right, so here we are. Here is our document. Now, it says ode to because every sonnet is an ode to something. And at the bottom, you see candy jar. Now, what is the candy jar? Candy jar is where we put lines that we like, but we're not quite yet sure what to do with. And that is where we put all of that. And let me actually just alter this slightly. There we go. And here we have it. And what are we writing about? That is up to you. So stop throwing your suggestions into the comment sections of Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And if you're watching this later, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to participate live, but certainly do enjoy the process. So let's throw the specs on so I can read the screen easier. Let's see. Susan has an ode to working from home. Fantastic. That is one very good suggestion. David says, ode to a snowstorm. Oh, we've certainly been having some snowstorms, yes. We've written about snow recently, yes. I think last week we might have actually done snow. Screaming Dragon says warm weather getaway. That could be fun. Yes. I do think that last week was snow. Wasn't last week snow? Let's bring that up real quick. Here's last week's sonnet. Yep. School closed on account of prettiness. Yeah. So just to give an example of what that can all sound like, let's just read that real quick. This is something that we can all create together. Snow is cancelled on account of prettiness. The morning came, rubbed the sleep from my eyes. A text from my boss. Day starts 2 hours late. No school for the boys, much to my surprise. I live in Florida. This isn't great. Time to tell the tales of snowstorms gone by. Mr. Snow Miser has come into town. Walk to school uphill each way, snow hip high, wearing warm jackets that are filled with down. Shovel the driveway to see it plowed in. Grab boots and gloves, let's have a snow battle. Snowball fights and snow forts, which team will win? Sleds and saucers will play king of the hill. Snow plows start to plow, tow trucks start winching. Snowfall keeps growing, inching and inching. So that was last week's sonnet that we wrote together. So I'm a little averse at the moment, Master David, to do another one so quick about snowstorms. Oh, you were last week poolside in Florida. Well, you know, they're having their own cold-related issues now, so I think you may have gotten out just in time. 39 degrees there yesterday morning. Let's see. So we have Ode to Working from Home, Warm Weather Getaways, and Monsters. Monsters. Oh, that is fun. All right. So 3 good suggestions right now. Ode to Working from Home, presented by Susan. Warm Weather Getaway by Screaming Dragon, and Monsters. All right. In the meantime, I'm pouring myself a cup of coffee as you vote in the comments, or possibly even suggest a 4th suggestion. But all of those are very good. Let's bring up our coffee and have a nice noisy slurp. It's just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. All right. So let's see what we have here. All right. Any extra suggestions coming in? All right. Ode to Working from Home. Snow. Oh, sorry. Warm Weather Getaway. Monsters. Looks like bereft of any extra voting. I'm just going to make an executive decision here and say that our sonnet today is Ode to Working from Home. Something that many of us can relate to, especially over this last 2 years. So let's see. Ode to Working from Home, as suggested by Susan. All right. Now start putting your line suggestions into the comments, and we will start building this sonnet. What is the best way to discuss working from home? What are the features? What are the travails, the annoyances? What are the best things that you like? Susan has the first suggestion. My commute is short from bed to my desk. My commute is short from bed to my desk. That is a great line, Susan. That is 10 syllables. Well done, iambic pentameter. My commute is short from bed to my desk. Could be also a fantastic opening line or closing line. Those are that is a fantastic line, no matter where it goes. All right, don't be shy, friends. Throw your line suggestions in. My commute is short from bed to my desk. That's a really good opening line. I think we might do that. So, all right, wait for a couple more lines to come in. In the meantime, while you are thinking of your lines, my friends, It's like we've done this before, Master Shakespeare. Indeed, Susan. All of it is starting to rhyme with itself. Working in PJs and bed slippers, says Screaming Dragon. All right. Working in PJs and bed slippers. So we can make that slightly longer at the moment. Working in my PJs and bed slippers. I am wearing my athleisure pants right now. Very comfortable sweatpants, and I am also wearing my slippers. So yes, I tiptoe around, not making a sound for fear of disturbing my working man. That's delightful, Sally. I tiptoe around, not making a sound. Internal rhyme scheme. For fear of disturbing my working man. That paints a picture right there. While we're waiting for more lines to come in, my friends, just a quick note that there will be next week on Groundhog Day a new Shakespeare's Coffee Break episode. Yes. I will announce later this week. So I guess tomorrow, who the guest is going to be, but do tune in to my channel, facebook.com/ShakespeareProves and youtube.com/ShakespeareProves, also Shakespeare's Coffee Break on Facebook for the new episode. That's going to be Wednesday, February 2nd. So do check that out. And let's get back to your line suggestions in here. Sally asks, is the show going to be live? Nope, it is pre-recorded. So it is a pre-recorded thing. I'm editing it right now. True separation of work and life gone. Oh, I've never had one of those. I just pretend. True separation of work and life gone. Pets want attention when you are home. I find that delightful most of the time, actually. Pets want attention when you are home. Here's my writing buddy. Feed the cat on the way, put on some toast. Susan, you're describing literally my morning. Feed the cat on the way, put on some toast. He is currently curled up on the couch downstairs, where I might move to. So let's see. I think my commute is short from my bed to my desk is our opening line. So there we go. My commute is short from my bed to my desk. Well done, Susan. And let us opening up also our rhyming dictionary, just so we have some help here. Things that rhyme with desk, by the way, the ending esque, ESQUE, for instance, as in using the word burlesque or grotesque, moresque, arabesque. Let's see. Basically, esques, or how we're going to have to do that. Statuesque, Romanesque, picturesque, Juno-esque. So Michelangelesque. So lots of silliness right there. Susan says that the feed the cat on the way and putting on some toast, that is her morning too. This is a true to life sonnet. Oh goodness, yeah, but you're just, I feel like you have a camera on my life. Wait, there's a camera on my life. Creepy. Oh, I have something for that. Oh, creep. Here we go. Creepy. Yep. StreamYard just gave us background music, and it's all preloaded background music, but it's most of it is not good. But that one made me laugh really hard this morning when I was test driving them. So there is that. Oh goodness. Screaming Dragon, I miss my favorite coffee shop run. I actually still do that half the days because I have one that opened last summer right here in town. So about a mile and a half, mile and a half. Yeah, mile and a half from me. Maybe slightly over. I like to, in better weather, when it's not negative 12 degrees, go down there in the mornings and pick up a baguette or a croissant or well, not croissants for me so much because they're made with butter, but just a nice latte. I'm able to actually do that. And then I come back home. It's when in the morning I don't feel like making this, or if I just want something a little fancier. The view of school is not picturesque. I feel so really rewarded at this moment looking at some of these complaints. My window views are rather lovely. I should show you at some point. I think I have on various just photos, but I live in the woods, so we lucked out because we ended up in this house directly before pandemic really kickstarted. So 24 hours a day were together, leading to too much stress and some pressure. The desk is next to a window that has a view of the elementary school that is my backyard. Distractions galore. Am I productive? All right, so we have a lot of great suggestions. All right. Let's see. The true separation of work and life gone. True separation of work and life gone. That that could also be a great opening line. So let's do that. True separation of work and life gone. My commute is short from my bed to desk, from bed to my desk. I miss my favorite coffee shop run. I'm going to alter this one here. Window view of school and picturesque. I'm going to make this one a little bit mine. A view out my window is quite picturesque. Handaka syllabic. All right, so here's our first stanza. Going back and forth on the good and the bad. So, true separation of work and life gone. My commute is short from bed to my desk. I miss my favorite coffee shop run. The view out my window is quite picturesque. True separation of work and life gone. Yes, I miss my favorite coffee shop run. There we go. Yes, so that is our first stanza. Great. All right. Next stanza. Let's see. Turn on some music and get to work. I think that who was that? Oh, that was Screaming Dragon. I think that is a good next line to open up next stanza here. Turn on some music and get to work. So turn on some music and get to work. That's 9. So let's alter it slightly. Turn on some music and get to work. Just simply I turn on some music. I turn on some music and get to work. Production went from normal to off the charts. So David Percival, very good. That'll be a fun handak syllabic line. Production went from normal to off charts. Sally, my boss cannot see what I am about. Free to work are being observed. Excuse me. Apologies, friends. I had to sneeze. So let's see. My boss cannot see what I am about. I do like that. Freedom to work without being observed. I like that quite a lot. All right. So let's see here, my friends. Nobody will have to deal with my thoughts. All right. Turn on some music and get to work. Don't actually. Those can't go right next to each other. Because work and then working. I can talk. So can't put those next to each other. I can talk to myself all that I want, says Susan. Nice. Turn on some music and get to work. Feed the cat on the way. Put on some toast. I turn on some music and get to work. So we need to rhyme with toast and then work. Toast, coast, host, roast, almost, bedpost. Oh, there we go, David. The extra sleep of which we can now boast. The extra sleep of which we can now boast. I like it. Just putting it right in. Good. This is one for me. So I'm self-employed. My boss is a jerk. So here we go. First two stanzas. True separation of work and life gone. My commute is short from bed to my desk. I miss my favorite coffee shop run. The view out my window is quite picturesque. Feed the cat on the way, put on some toast, turn on some music and get to work. The extra sleep of which we can now boast. Though I'm self-employed, my boss is a jerk. All right. We are making progress here, my friends. And let us keep going. All right. I think that these two lines right here go together. Working my PJs and bed slippers. Production went from normal to off the chart. So, working, there we go, in my PJs and bed slippers. Production went from normal to off charts. Thank you very much, Societal Rogue. That is incredibly kind of you. No way, are we really live right now? Amazing. Yep, this is live. We do this live nearly every Thursday morning. So take part in it. Let's see. Oh, this one's gonna go in right here, actually. Slippers. Slippers. Nippers. Sometimes balanced with school from home nippers. There we go. Oh, societal rogue. That is a very sweet of you. Was in one of my shows. You were in one of my shows at the Ren Fair and Hammond. The first weekend of December. It was one of the best experiences ever. Thank you so very much. And you were Cassius in my Julius Caesar. Wonderful. I'm sure you were brilliant because every single time we did that show, it worked great. So thank you so very much for being a part of that. That is incredibly kind of you. So I think we might have 3 good stanzas here, though, in the meantime. So, third stanza, let's try it out. Working in my PJs and bed slippers, nobody will have to deal with my farts. Sometimes balanced with schooled from home nippers, production went from normal to off the charts. That is, I am pretty happy with that at the moment. And then let's finish this off. Rhyming couplet. Optimus. Hmm. What do we have for the final? Yeah. Good and what do you think of that? What do you think of that? There's good and there's bad when you work where you live. Distractions galore. Am I productive? And Susan has an alternative. Pet the cat, make a nice pot of warm tea, plug in the webcam for Zoom meeting 3. I like both of those. All right. Meanwhile, Societal Rogue, you threw the blood in my face at the end after arguing about the king's death and yelling Brutus, just like father smelt about. Fantastic. So let's see. All right. So pet the cat, make a nice. Pet the cat, make a nice pot of warm tea, plug in the webcam for Zoom meeting 3. There's good and there's bad when you work where you live. Distractions galore. Am I productive? I like them both. Audience, let me know what your thoughts are. David Percival says, wait, someone gets a break between calls? I'm on 110 hours a day. Oh, I'm so very sorry about that, my friend. That is terrible. I think I'm gonna go with the one I wrote down here. There's good and there's bad when you work where you live. Distractions galore. Am I productive? Final line. First and final lines from. Second and final lines from Susan, and lines from virtually everybody here. But here we go. Ode to working from home. True separation of work and life gone. My commute is short from bed to my desk. I miss my favorite coffee shop run. The view out my window is quite picturesque. Feed the cat on the way, put on some toast. I turn on some music and get to work. The extra sleep of which we can now boast, though I'm self-employed, my boss is a jerk. Working in my PJs and bed slippers, nobody will have to deal with my farts. Sometimes balanced with schooled from home nippers, production went from normal to off the charts. There's good and there's bad when you work where you live. Distractions galore. Am I productive? I like this. I like this a lot. And what do we call it? What do we call this one? Do we have a not paying the gas tax? Suggestion, yeah, in the candy jar. Working at my dining cubicle. Oh, that's cute, Susan. Yeah. From my home desk, says Sally. Ode to a new work style, says Screaming Dragon. I like working at my dining cubicle. Working. There's my bedroom boardroom. These are very good. All right. Boom. All right. Here we have it. And let's pick a font. Let's see. Don't know. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right. And let's do like so. Solo. And hold on. So, boom, crop, done, and add it as an overlay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am putting up a screenshot of today's sonnet, my friends. So that is it, my friends. We did it. We did it, America. Well done. You are fantastic, and I am so grateful that this is a part of your day. And let us go out with a little bit of pre-recorded music here. Acoustic Cinema says StreamYard for the background music. Well, friends, this is Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. You can support the show. Buy me a cup of coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare. Become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare as well. And please go like me on all of the things. Facebook.com/Shakespeare approves. YouTube.com/Shakespeare approves. You can also watch the show. Many of you are right now at twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. But also go follow me on Instagram, Shakespeare.approves, and Twitter, Shakes approves, even TikTok. I'm incredibly slow and bad about posting there, but I occasionally do. But again, if you want to support the show, you can support Nat21Adventures at patreon.com/Nat21Adventures and become a Patreon saint. You can become a Patreon of the arts for me personally at patreon.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cup of coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare. And do join us, me and Paolo Gabonzo, in Scotland in July for the Ren Adventures D&D tours. Go to renadventures.com for more information as we tour castles by day and play D&D in castles at night. It's going to be a lot of fun, I promise you. But in the meantime, my friends, let us, let us go out with a reading of our sonnet. So let's bring that back up on screen. Here we go. Working at my dining cubicle. True separation of work and life gone. My commute is short from bed to my desk. I miss my favorite coffee shop run. The view out my window is quite picturesque. Feed the cat on the way, put on some toast. I turn on some music and get to work. The extra sleep of which we can now boast. Though I'm self-employed, my boss is a jerk. Working in my PJs and bed slippers, nobody will have to deal with my thoughts. Sometimes balanced with schooled from home nippers, production went from normal to off charts. There's good and there's bad when you work where you live. Distractions galore. Am I productive? Thank you very much, my friends, for joining me today. I will see you next time. In the meantime, be kind, take care of each other, and I'll see you all soon. I love you, you love me. There is mutual glorious affection. Bye-bye.